All right, everybody, it's gonna be a dark video, but as you know, I've been driving the F-150 because they don't know what's wrong with the Q, and I've had to haul some drywall because we've been repainting my den, and I had to replace the wall of it. And this thing has maybe 170,000 miles on it, and it's getting between 15 and 16 miles a gallon on the highway average, and I think it should be getting better than that. So what I'm going to do is I went baller and I bought the Royal Purple Max Clean. So I'm going to put like 10-15 gallons in it here at the local BP. Put this in there as well. Run the tank out up and down the highway, and then track the gas mileage over the next couple of tanks and see if it gets any better. Max Clean plus funnel because it's tankless. Hopefully this doesn't spill any. The other day I did this in capless and it all ran right out because you've got to get it past there. That's quite a bit. That's 20 ounces. Okay. Now, nope. So now, what we will do, now that we have our tank of Max Clean in there, we'll run it through. This will be the wash cycle, as you would say. I'll record the gas mileage on this one, and then I will record it and then compare it to the next tank, the tank is that, tank is that, see if the Max Clean actually did anything and helped. Because I'd say this truck has basically had 87 its whole life, except for the tank of E85, and I've ran a tank of premium through it the other day. But that's like 3/4 of a tank, so that should be enough. And then let's see if this does anything, or if it would need like a more intensive, like the actual like seafoam through the intake manifold. But we'll find out. On our wash cycle here with our Royal Purple cleaner, we made it to Huntington, 17.2, which is about normal. We'll go back on Friday morning, record this, average it out, see what it does. Like I said, this is the clean cycle. This is the one that will actually clean. So we shouldn't really see a whole lot of improvement now, but the tank after this, and maybe the tank after that, we should, because that's when the valves will be cleaner and we'll start getting more air and more fuel in. The computer can adjust the timing, etc., etc. Okay, everybody, we are on the return trip to Lexington. As you can see, I have 106 miles to empty, and it's about 120 to Lexington, so I'll have to stop somewhere on the way and get some gas. But that's good, because that means I'm going to run this tank basically bone dry. And like if you see my other videos before, I say normally I can make it from Lexington to here and back, and then a few more days on tank gas. Well, I drove to Huntington, then to Ashland to see my parents, then back to Huntington, then to Barbersville for dinner, then back to Huntington, then back to Ashland the next day to see my parents again, then back to Huntington, then back to Barbersville for dinner again, and then back to Huntington, and now to Lexington. So I'm a few miles discrepancy there, but it's good. Like I said, it will help the wash cycle get all the way washed, and then, you know, we're getting ready to put the rinse cycle in there. So let's head down the road. I'll stop somewhere on the way, get some gas, maybe some breakfast. So we'll go from there. Okay, everybody, we have made it to Moorhead. We got 34 miles to empty. 17.1, which is the same thing I got going up. And normally I get less gas mileage coming back than I do going. So it is a slight improvement so far. So we're going to see if that will carry through to when I have to go back. Sorry, I'm like half asleep. It's like 7 in the morning. I'm going to Lexington for Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday. And then either late Sunday night or Monday morning, I have to take the Q to hopefully get it fixed. And then I'm going to go spend a few days in Ashland with Steve. We're going to work on the Z, hopefully get that buttoned up. Because once I get the fuel line finished, I can take it and get it tuned and then start driving that thing. And then I'll go back to Lexington and finish working on my house. And hopefully that'll be done. That'll be 2 projects basically put to bed. And then I can work on the Miata. So let's see what kind of gas mileage we get on the next tank. I would like to take a quick second to point out the anomaly that is Moorhead, Kentucky. Please notice I am at a BP station. That sign is not for this BP station I'm at. It is for the BP station that is next door to the BP station I'm at. This one has a McDonald's. That one has the liquor store. There's a very big difference. There's a very big difference in breakfast. It depends on what kind of morning you're having, what breakfast you're going to get. But the whole point of that is That is a BP station next to a BP station. It's like a Starbucks across from a Starbucks. Okay, everybody. This is going to be the, hey, buddy, just come on over there. There you go. That's safe. This is going to be the clean cycle. We've already ran the rinse cycle with the Royal Purple Max Clean Through. I am getting ready to reset this. Well, that didn't work. Sorry. Okay. There we go. All right, hit 170,000 miles. Woo! All right, we'll head to Huntington, then head back, see what this is, compare it to the previous trip, which had the Royal Purple, and then also we will compare it to our E85 test mileage, just some various other stuff, and we will go from there. Okay, everybody, our rinse cycle here, 16 miles to the gallon from Lexington to Huntington. If you remember in our rinse cycle, or wash cycle, I should say, wash cycle with the Royal Purple, we got like 17.2. So now we have actually gone down in gas mileage. Same gas from the exact same station right by my house, the BP 87. Nothing should have changed. So what we'll do is we will go back to Lexington in a few days. I probably have a funeral I have to attend, unfortunately. And then we will average it out and see what the average is. If the average got better, maybe the return trip will be better. I don't know yet. So give it a few days, we'll find out. Okay, everybody. I just discovered something. I thought this truck had like a 25 gallon tank. I just put $59 in it, which is 20.2 gallons, and it's at less than half a tank. So I guess this thing has like a 30 or 40 gallon tank. But we filled up at Sheetz. I'm gonna reset this on the highway because I got some breakfast. And then we'll see how it does on the return trip. If it gets any different gas mileage, and then we'll record the next trip too. All right, everybody, we made it back to Lexington. We got 16 average mile per gallon on our return trip, which is about what I normally get. So we're gonna let this run a little bit, and then today is Wednesday. Saturday, I'm gonna make another trip, and then we'll see if it gets any better gas. Any better gas mileage on the trip Saturday. All right, everybody, this will be the last trip on this experiment. I actually forgot to get video of the trip up here, but I did get a picture of the gas mileage. It was like 16.2. It will go, as you can see, and I'm getting ready to reset this. And we'll record the mileage back to Lexington, and then we'll do it. It doesn't seem like the truck really picked up any gas mileage around town either with the Royal Purple. So I'm thinking, really, to be honest with you, that this truck's probably going to need a more, it's either the best gas mileage it's going to get, or it needs a more aggressive fuel injection treatment. So I may try one of the ones at my local Walmart, the one where they actually induce it into the intake tract itself, and there's also a bottle that goes in the gas tank. I think those are like 10 bucks. So we might try that and see if it does any better. All right, so as you can tell, we got a little snow. I went to work, come out, and it snowed, so I forgot to get the video of the mileage when I got to work. But 14.8 miles per gallon. So that means that the Royal Purple cleaner did not do anything drastic to improve the gas mileage on this truck. I really feel like in order to get an improvement in gas mileage on this truck over, sorry, it goes crazy when it's snowing. In order to get a drastic improvement in gas mileage on this truck for a fuel cleaner, you would have to go to something direct injection, like the fuel injection treatment at Walmart, or do it yourself with a Seafoam. I feel like this truck being a big 5.4 V8, four-wheel drive and geared the way it is, things such as Royal Purple or octane booster aren't going to do a whole lot. You'd have to get like a tuner or run a higher octane gas, something like that. So in this experiment on this truck, the Royal Purple did not increase gas mileage in town, on the highway, during the use of it or after the use of it. Bro, go. Leave the god-awfulest gap you ever seen.